I'm Bev Adams. I'm an independent demonstrator showcasing products from Stampin' Up! I am a naturally messy person, and I do everything I can to make getting organized easy. And one of my favorite things to do that with is Evernote. I have a notebook with every current product in it that I share with others. I ask a small contribution to share my notebook. I also have a retired products notebook. I do not ask anything for that. And I just want to show you how I use that. I recorded most of this tutorial before the 2020-2021 annual catalog went live. My current products notebook is kind of a living document. It's an ongoing current products notebook. So as new products are added by Stampin' Up!, I add the notes as soon as I can share the inside of the catalog live. And so if you are sharing my notebook, as soon as you synchronize your notebook to mine, you'll see all the new products coming in. I wanted to open a note called Evernote Tutorial. So I'm going up to the search box and just type in Evernote Tutorial, and I don't have to get very far before it shows up. I use this note when I'm helping people with Evernote. I've double-clicked it and moved it off to the side so I can look through this note as I work with you. I want to just share very briefly the different views. First of all, I have a Windows machine, and this is the way it looks on my Windows machine. I have a black column. It usually comes closed up so that you only see, I think that this is exactly what you see when it's all closed up. You may not have the shared with me. The notebooks that I let you see are Bev stuff. That's the things that I own. I also share the current products notebook, and I have the retired products notebook. I do share the retired products notebook for free. All you have to do is email me and ask. And I do have a paper pumpkin notebook that was started by Amy Phelps. I almost always keep my tags view opened up. That's what's in this black column on the left on my Windows machine. Then I have my note list here in the center column. And then the note view, whatever I click here in the center column opens up in the big note over here. And I can change these columns. Each of these columns has a slider bar, so I can slide through. I can slide through all my tags, and I can slide. Some of these notes are long enough that I need a slider bar here. I also have these icons here that I think show up in Macs and I believe also iPads. This allows me to sort. So I usually keep it sorted by title. So that starts out with the numbers and then goes down through the alphabet all the way. Young at Heart is currently the last one. Sometimes it's a good idea to sort by updated and reverse order. And that puts my newest changes at the top. So I recently added to this tutorial. So it's on the very top one. So every now and then it might be a good idea for you to see what changes that have been made. But I'm going to undo the reverse order, put it back by title. And I just want to show you that there's also this arrow that allows you to sort by other categories. You might want to sort by created date. This icon shows you your different view options. So I'm going to take you through very quickly This is the Snippet View, which is my preference. This is the Card View, which, let me open this all the way up. So you get a bigger picture and the title, not very much information. And again, this slider bar. Again, I can change the widths of these columns. This is the top view. This is the side list. And this is the thumbnail view. And the view that you start out with may depend on the kind of device that you're using. And it's totally, totally up to you. You can decide what you prefer. Speaking of your different devices, I recently found out that Evernote has separate teams to program the Evernote program for each device. So if you have a Mac computer, there's a team that created that Mac version of Evernote. If you're using an iPad, there's a whole different team that worked on the iPad version of Evernote. I have a Windows device, and there's a whole separate team that works on Windows devices. I believe that for the most part, the Mac and the Windows versions are pretty much the same. The smaller the device, I think the harder it is to work on. iPads can do most everything on Evernote, but it may look a little different on your device. Several times when I've been helping people, they found out that nothing works the way I show it here, even if they're using a Windows computer. And it almost always turns out that they are working on the online version of Evernote. So this is the online version, and it looks very much like my Windows version. But the big thing is that I have a URL at the top. But I find it very difficult to work the online version. But I don't think I can copy the note from here. So if you're finding that it doesn't work the way it should, see if there's a URL up here. And if there is, you need to close that. Maybe even close all of your internet so that you don't get confused. You want to download the app and log into the app. It does show my login email up here, but there's no URL here. If you ever need help from me and you want to do it by phone or email, it will be a great help if you do a screenshot of your computer and send that to me. I'm finding it's very helpful to work on Zoom to help people, and people can actually share their screen with me so that I can see what you're seeing. I really do enjoy helping people discover what Evernote will do for them. I can't guarantee that I'm always available anytime you need me, but if you email me with a few times that you might be available, I will get back to you. We'll find a time that works for both of us. Come visit my website. You'll find how to share my notebook if you go to Shop and then click on Products from Bev. And there is a PayPal button where you can request to share my notebook. And there's also a 3-month trial if you need to. I also have some other products, taggers, and a cardstock sampler, and a fine tip glue replacement pen tips, reclosable bags for storing designer series paper and other large flat things. There's a bow maker that's available from my friend Gidget. Also under shop, you'll find shopping strategies, frequent shopper points, a link to my online store at Stampin' Up. You can click inspiration to scroll my projects, find out about the basics and some techie tips. Techie tips is where you'll find the videos that I am creating. I have some old ones, but I'm replacing them slowly but surely. Also under inspiration, you can scroll my projects. I'm just getting started on this year's projects, but you can click on scroll my projects from previous Stampin' Up! Years, and these go way back, and you'll find videos for most of these projects, directions. So some of these products are retired, but you can still use layout and color ideas and just kind of use this as a springboard for your own projects. Of course, you can click on getting organized. This is where you'll find all my stamp case slips, product labels, large labels, case inserts, ink refills, color tools, stamp pad storage. These are the catalog tabs, a quick reference for the catalog, and a wish list. You can tour my craft room, and you can click Sit Together. If you are in the area and we ever get a chance to stamp together again, you can click Let's Stamp and find out when my next workshop in my home is, or come find out about joining my team. If you come join my team, you can save money or make money. It's all up to you. In the month of June 2020, you can pick a free bundle when you join. You'll also find the catalog that you can page through, and also the beginner brochure. Thank you for stopping by. Talk to you soon.